and the next guest that we have on, whether it's one of our mums or anything, the question just goes. So it's sort of bit of a roulette there that hopefully we don't have one of our mums on at one point, and it's just like, when was the first time you did anal or something? Mum's like, I think I was like 17. Get the fuck out.
All right, lads, lasses, welcome back to another episode of the Bogan Yack podcast. You probably thought that we had given this whole thing up because it has been 2 months since we last did an episode. But no, you were wrong. And
We still here?
We're still here.
We're still kicking, making episodes.
Yeah, we're up to episode 19 now. We did record a previous episode 19, but it was shit.
Yeah, we didn't like it. It didn't flow enough, so we didn't post it. So we've had a bit of a break. Life's gotten in the way, so we took a couple of weeks off. But we're back. We're humming, and we've got some shit to talk about.
Yeah, we fucking... The last couple of weeks has been hard for us to come and do this. I started a new job.
Started at the big factory, boy.
Yeah, the big factory.
You're a big factory worker now, mate.
Yeah, and then fucking... I was in hospital... And Tegan was in hospital, and yeah, shit was all over the place.
Hasn't been a real good time. And the worst bit is obviously I work at the factory too, and I'm off when you're on, and you're on when I'm off. So it's like it's gonna be a real big nightmare, but we'll make it work.
Yeah, so hopefully one of our turnarounds overlaps with the day shift.
yeah. Even if we do, turnarounds or something, we'll make it work. We're getting there.
We'll definitely make it work, but as usual, it will be random days, different weeks.
Yeah, we don't really stick to a schedule, so it's fucking good if you are listening for the first time. Last episode was with fucking Baston motherfucker.
Which I re-listened to that today.
Yeah, I re-listened to it the other day. I was like, that was a fucking pretty good podcast. There's some dirty motherfuckers out there.
Yes. And one point I was going to bring up, because I did re-watch it today. Next week we're doing a live, it won't be live on Twitch, but we'll be live from PAX, Australia, or probably, we haven't decided whereabouts.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll do it live, but we're going to record a few episodes down there, do a couple of interviews and that sort of stuff. And yeah, if you don't know what PAX is like Australia's biggest gaming convention. Absolutely massive, like fucking, I don't know, like 100,000 people, probably more.
Probably,
It goes for 3 days. And yeah, it's an absolute fucking wild fest. Tanner and I did it in 2019, and we did a day. And we were fucked by the end of it. You don't realise how big that exhibition centre is when you're walking around it.
It's fucking huge. But yeah, so we'll be doing a podcast down there with... we'll try and get some guests and stuff on. So I was thinking maybe we put it out to the viewers to hit us up on the Instagram page, which is right here, and send in some fucked questions to ask people.
Yeah, that'd be
live.
Right.
So just random shit. I don't care if it is, do you lick donkeys' butts or something?
As long as it's not racist, I don't want to get cancelled now.
I mean, we will filter if there is racist ones.
There'll be some fucked up questions come through, I guarantee it.
But yeah, fucking hit us up on the Instagram page, and we'll ask fucking guests and shit. One person we're definitely having on is Wookie. Yeah,
Wookie's definitely coming on.
Which I reckon we use Trav's question for.
Yeah, for sure.
To Wookie, because none of us have read it.
No.
And knowing Trav, it's probably going to be similar to what Shane's was.
If it's the first time you're listening, basically when we get a guest on the show, we get them to write a question down, and then they put it in the box. We don't look at it, and the next guest that we have on, whether it's one of our mums or anything, the question just goes. So it's sort of bit of a roulette there that hopefully we don't have one of our mums on at one point, and it's just like, when was the first time you did anal or something? Mum's like, I think I was like 17. Get the fuck out.
And that's the end of this episode.
Anyway, I'm cancelling the Bogan Yack podcast.
And I reckon if it is a fucked question from Trav, I reckon Wookie will love it. That's why I want to save that for
Yeah,
him.
yeah, for sure.
So
I think if we do, we might even do a couple of episodes down there talking. I wouldn't mind interviewing Lance, who owns quite a large gaming and review sort of website. I wouldn't mind getting him on, asking him some questions and stuff, getting him to write a question out. And
if we run into any of the Blackout crew, fucking
yeah,
ask them some questions.
So the Blackout crew's going to be there. I bought a T-shirt. I don't know if you've seen the group message today.
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, I brought a T-shirt to wear at PAX.
Oh, yeah.
With the logo and shit on it. And so that should be fucking good fun. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I leave on Thursday.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so I go up Thursday night. Then we're having drinks up on there because we got the apartment. So we're having drinks a Thursday night. And then PAX Friday. Drinks Friday afternoon because Wookie and I have got a Bethesda event on. So we're going to that at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, I think. And then we've got the gala Saturday night, which we're going to, which is like a red carpet event. So that'll be fucking sick.
And then we've got the Glitch after party too.
Yeah, so you'll probably have to go to the Glitch after party and all that with the other crew, and we'll meet you up there because the tickets fucking sold out in an hour for this fucking red carpet event.
Yeah, Wookie was saying that. Yeah, so I've got a ticket to the Glitch thing. So
you got one, did you?
Yeah.
I should probably buy one just to be safe so I can actually get in.
Yeah. If you buy one as a PAX attendee, you get a free drink.
No, yeah, that's all right.
And Wookie was saying that they've got like fucking specials on all night too.
Yeah, it actually is pretty cheap piss there for that fucking night. There's like fucking $5 shots and $25 fucking jugs and shit. I was like, that's fucking pretty good really for a Melbourne bar.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking keen as fuck. I'm gonna fucking get pissed as shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll be up fucking Saturday, probably around lunchtime.
Yep.
Something. Fuck it, I'll work out what I'm gonna do Saturday while you are at PAX.
Well, I'll probably even try and sneak you in. I reckon. It's a fucking convention. There's that many cunts going through there. I reckon we can do it somehow. Even if I like lob the pass over the fence somewhere, or at the like, I'm pretty sure PAX has a drinking area. I'm aware. I believe it does. So if it does, I might be able to just chuck it over and fucking you can pick it up and go back through the door and come in.
Oh, they scan them though.
Yeah, but fucking if I've left, like, surely you can come and go as you please.
Yeah. Don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we'll be coming up Saturday. And then, yeah, we'll be fucking getting on the piss Saturday night. What time's the gala event start?
Not sure. I think it was like 6 or 7 o'clock till late, but I won't be there the whole night.
So we've probably got time between PAX and the gala to maybe start interviewing some people for the podcast and shit as well.
Yeah. That's going to be the hardest bit is getting time to fucking do the podcast in there, but we'll just have to dedicate time. If you get down there earlier, we'll be able to sort some stuff out, and I'll already know what the accommodations are like and where we can set up and stuff. And sadly, actually, I seen in J-Car the other day, Meonio or whatever our caster is, they've brought out another microphone. So I don't know if it's like a 3.5 fucking microphone. So if it isn't, I'm going to fucking flip this shit up. But Tanner's on the big fucking factory bucks now, so we might upgrade the road or something.
I'm going to fucking tax you up my arsehole for that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. You'll pay so much fucking tax.
I paid $1,000 in tax this week.
Yeah, but you would have fucking cleared like what, $1,800 probably? No, what did you get?
15.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's fucking.
That's not too bad.
I
only got paid $1,500. Oh, how much work did you do? Oh, fuck all. How many days? 4. How many days do you have off? 4. That's pretty fucking good, cunt. But if you work a Saturday and a Sunday, you'll bank fucking $1,800. Probably more.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And like some weeks are going to be fucking different in pay because the timesheet might get sent off.
So if it's like speaking on that fucking topic, obviously you had your own business and shit. What are you doing with that?
So the doors are being shut on that.
Yep.
And business partner's gone out on his own.
Yeah, right. How did he take the news that you were fucking going to the factory?
Yeah, he's fine with it. He goes, like, kind of gathered you were over fucking painting a while back.
It's something you can only do for fucking so long if you're chasing money and fucking all that shit, like normal business.
Yeah, I was just fucking over dealing with people. Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But yeah, circle back to the packs. Have you seen any shit that's gonna be there?
Well, like as you know, I'm pretty much the same as you. I'm not a massive fucking nerd. I don't study what's coming out and what is and isn't there. I'm pretty keen to see Bethesda because they got a fucking couple of new games coming out that look fucking sick. That look like they'll destroy your PC, graphics wise. But yeah, I haven't really studied too much. I'm probably going to use the Friday to go around and see like where all the free shit is.
Yeah.
And then get hit Saturday up and get a heap of free shit and stuff like that because we didn't get that much last time we went, but there's fucking heaps of the shit there, like fucking badges and shit.
Last time we went, we didn't roll into bed until fucking 5 o'clock Saturday morning, and then we
Woke up at like 9, wasn't it? It was fucked up.
Woke up at 9, walked to the exhibition centre, and we were just fucked.
Which is like that's gonna happen again. Let's be honest. It'll probably be fucking the same time we'll get home. And then roll into packs the same time on the Sunday. So,
but the what we're gonna have to do is just fucking fight through it, and just do shit.
Yeah, exactly. I reckon if we smash some water before we go to bed, just absolutely fucking smash the water, we'll be laughing.
Or just don't sleep.
Yeah, well, that's an option too. So, I did think of that. But have you looked at anything that you'd think that would be alright?
Nah, I haven't. Like. You know when you buy the tickets, they're like, oh, do you want to go in the big 3-day marathon and like gaming marathon and shit like that?
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, because I didn't get to buy the pass, so I bought a 3-day pass off Matthias.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, from fucking Brisbane. So Slendy brought it down with him.
Oh, right.
So that's how I got my 3-day pass. But yeah, I didn't realize that was like an actual option.
Yeah. So fucking you can like book to play in the 3-day event.
Yep.
And I was buying a Sunday badge. I'm like, I don't think I need to book to play the event.
Nah, on the Sunday, yeah.
Like, because it goes for the 3 days, so it's like a round robin for the 3
days.
days.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I can't just join in on the Sunday.
Can I? Every cunt's been kicked out and you're in the grand final, like, fuck yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about then because, like, Matthias probably, he could have ticked anything and they would just be like, hey, you're meant to be playing right now. Some got his ticket. I'm like, oh, fuck, all right. World of Warcraft that I've never played in my whole fucking life. Hopefully not.
No, it'll be a good weekend again. Fucking.
Yeah, now COVID's fucked off and shit. It'll be sort of like a normal PAX.
So I fucking wish that I listened to when they announced the dates and first brought the badges out, because I would have just bought a fucking 3-day badge.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't have gone to PAX at all, I would have just sold it to someone.
In worst case, you just give it away.
Or give it away.
If you're losing money, someone might as well use it.
Yeah. But at least I would have had a fucking 3-day badge.
Yeah.
So then I could have, like, coming up after night shift, I could have just walked straight into PAX.
Yeah, that's what I did last time. I just left night shift, jumped straight on the train and rode the train there, and then got to Melbourne, and then I didn't need to do anything till that night. So I just slept for a couple of hours, and then I didn't go to bed till 5:30 the next day, which was pretty fucking wild. But I reckon it'll be a blast. I'm keen to get away for a few days and just relax, and I don't have to go to work for fucking 12 days after Thursday. So
fucking hell.
Yeah, it's been a bit fuck floating around and that sort of shit. So
you'll go back on your regular shift soon, though, won't you?
Nah, probably not for a bit because I'm filling in for every cunt doing annual leave and stuff. So I do Thursday, and then I do have 12 days off, but that could change. So I told Pato I'm back on Tuesday because I'm going to have 2 days to recover. So I have Monday, Tuesday to recover, and then I said I'm back and I'm free. So if someone's away, I'll be on. But rostered on at the moment, I've got 12 days off. Then I do 1 day on, 1 day off, and then 5 day shift straight.
Fuck that.
Yeah, dude, 4 day shifts suck. The last day, you're like, fuck, it's so good I get an extra break because you're not wasting that time in bed.
Yeah.
Because you finish at 5 a.m. So that side of it's good. Like, I did 3 day shifts this week. But you're just fucking rude. Getting up at 4 o'clock sucks.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Although, I was up at 1:30 this morning.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that shit.
I went to bed at 11.
Yeah,
I
right.
went to sleep at 11.
You need to stop going to sleep so late, cunt. I'm in bed asleep by 9:30.
Had to find the musket.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we were gaming last night.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And then fucking went and had a shower and shit and went to bed and I was asleep by 11. And then at 1:30, Harriet's Sid's alarm goes off.
Oh, fuck.
And it's because she was fucking right up at the edge of
What age does SIDS go to?
usually around 2.
Yeah.
So it's a risk up until about 2.
Yeah.
I
suppose she's only 1 and a bit now, eh?
Yeah, 15 months. So yeah, that went off at 1:30, and Tegan got up to go and fucking turn it off, and then I was just fucking laying there.
No way.
Yeah,
I'll hook you up with some gummies when you leave.
yeah,
You can try them out and see what you reckon.
Drive tonight because
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I had
See what you reckon. I reckon they're fucking pretty good.
I had 3 hours fucking sleep, and then I'm doing bulk bags today because you're sitting around so much waiting for them to fucking
Fill up. Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah, it's bad, eh? I was running the dryer the other day, and I was so fucking tired, and I was like, went upstairs, checked the atomizer, come back down. I was all right for a bit, sat back down, and I did this micro nod, and as I fell asleep, I envisioned that window at SAPAC where you see the bag turner,
Yeah.
and the bags piled up there, and I fucking woke up like fuck, and I was like, oh, that was all right. And I'm like, at least the dryer didn't blow up. Could have been worse than a couple of bags getting jammed, but. Yeah, it's fucking factory work and 12-hour shifts. It's just fucking hard yards.
It is. And the worst part is you're not doing extensive work.
Nah, it's not that hard.
Like,
That's the trouble.
anyone could get a fucking job down there.
I don't know. I've seen some fucking space cadets go through that
I
joint.
mean, anyone could. Yeah,
They could
work.
do it, but fuck, some cunts don't pick it up. I've actually been hearing good things about you yourself, so it's pretty good
It's
in the term of long work. But
It's probably because every time I see Paddo, I'll start fucking. If we've got nothing on or the palletizer's fucked up or something, I'll grab the vacuum, start fucking.
yeah, that's the thing.
I'll
Like,
just work, and then as
the
soon
more
as he goes,
people-
I'll sit down.
yeah, that's a smart way to do it, though. But the more people that see you doing like shit like that or giving good reviews, the more work you're gonna get. There's a certain bloke there that casual. I don't think he'll last much longer. Just in the reviews of everyone else and that sort of stuff.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nice bloke. He's just a bit of a fucking space cadet. But anyway,
But that's work. And
That's work,
We're
and
not here to talk about work.
before we fucking carry on, just want to fucking say we got the Moondog Lager, the official beer of the podcast.
that one day I'm going to try and make official.
It'd be great, but that'll come around.
We might bring a fucking case of it down to PAX.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that'd be right.
Pre-drinks.
We do have a beer, which I said to Courtney, can you go and get me a fucking beer and just pick one? I'm like, just whatever. Like, she come around for tea. I was like, just fucking pick whatever. And yeah, she got a porter. So whenever you finish your fucking beer, we'll get into it. But
So I'll be on this for the next 40 minutes.
yeah, I'm like, why'd you pick that? And she's like, I thought the can looked cool. I was like, yeah, but listen to it, dark smoky haze. I was like, this just sounds like shit.
Well, before I finish this, we may as well get into a few things that has happened since our fucking 2-month hiatus.
Yeah, thanks for the fucking public holiday, Lizzie.
Yeah. So Queen Elizabeth died.
Yeah, if you hadn't
Obviously,
heard.
If you hadn't heard, it's only been on the fucking news for the last 2 weeks.
They've sort of given up on it a bit now. I haven't heard much of it. But
Sort of stopped it.
yeah, now it's like
I think
King Charles and his sausage fingers.
what it's supposed to do is what they're supposed to do is broadcast when the monarch dies for 2 weeks. Broadcast stuff about their life.
Yeah.
As a mourning period for the family and stuff like that.
But the family don't even get a fucking mourning period. The bitch died and the poor cunt was doing fucking public meet and greets and shit.
straight away.
It's like, fuck.
Because that was the exact same thing that happened to her when her dad died.
Yeah.
Although she was the last one to find out.
Was she?
Yeah. So I've been watching the TV show The Crown, and it's literally about Queen
Yeah,
Elizabeth.
about Queen Elizabeth.
And yeah, in it. So when King George VI died, she was supposed to be on a 6-month around the world tour to all the Commonwealth states.
Oh, yeah.
And she got to, I can't remember the name of the country.
It's one of the Biffiders.
Yeah, one of the Biffiders. But she was literally there. Hadn't heard. It was one of the African ones, I'm pretty sure. So looking at like elephants and stuff like that, and they've gone back to their house that they were staying at, and as soon as she walked in the door, everyone turned the radios and the TVs and everything off because she hadn't heard.
Yeah.
And then Elizabeth's private secretary ran up to Prince Philip and told him, and Prince Philip went and told her, and she was literally the last one to know.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Because so Winston Churchill, who was the Prime Minister at the time, was trying to keep it under wraps until Elizabeth found out. But then one of the Australian, I'm pretty sure, news companies found out about it and started posting about it before the BBC did.
Oh, yeah, because the BBC is supposed to release
supposed to be the first one to let the public know.
Yeah. And
so they're like, well, the BBC's got to get this out first because that's the rule. And so I've been watching that, and it's actually a fucking good show.
I've seen previews of it and stuff, and like the Queen does sort of look like the Queen, and then Diana looks like Diana. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
And the actor that plays so after season 2, they skip, I think it's like 10 years down the track or something, where she's a little bit older. The actor for the first 2 seasons, or actress for the first 2 seasons, fucking sounded exactly like Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, right.
And
she's actually a funny old duck sometimes.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like, I've been watching some of the videos of her funny interactions and that. Like, she walks up to one soldier and he's got like heaps of medals and that, and she's like, "Oh, you've been in the service for a long time." And he's like, "Yeah, I have been." And she's like, "I can tell." And he's like trying to be all professional and that, and she's trying to make the fucking poor cunt laugh. He got like a full chest full of medals.
Yeah, she had a good sense of humour. Like the video I always go back to watching is the one with her and David Attenborough, and he's like, "Oh, this is a neat little sundial planted in the shade."
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She's like, "Had we thought about that?
Can we have that moved?"
But you find out like a lot of things about the like her history.
She's met every American president except for one.
Yeah.
That's fucking that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how many. I think it's 23 or something like that, or more might be.
And she, because obviously she wasn't supposed to be the queen. So, her uncle, David, who became King Edward VIII, wanted to marry a divorced woman.
Yeah.
And she had been divorced 3 times, and all of her husbands were still alive. And the Church of England, who the monarch is the head of, their number one rule is a divorcee cannot remarry if their partner is still alive.
Yeah, right.
And so, in order for him to marry the woman that he loved, he abdicated and gave away the title to his younger brother.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Who was the father of Queen Elizabeth.
Yep.
And yeah, he hadn't even got to his coronation. That's how quick it happened. So he was the king, but he wasn't actually coronated.
That's right. I remember that. Because they were talking about all that shit when she died.
Yeah.
And like, he was 7 days or something. No, it wasn't even that.
17, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was 17.
It was fucking fuck all days that he was king for.
But then you find out in the TV show The Crown that he was a huge supporter of Hitler.
Yeah, right. Fuck it.
And he had a deal with Hitler that if Hitler overran England, Hitler would make him King of England again so that he could still be with the love of his life and be king.
Yeah, right.
And there's photos and everything of him meeting
Hitler
and shit.
Imagine that. That's been crazy.
Like, you hear about shit you wouldn't even have fucking thought of. Like, Prince Philip, the only reason he became prince was because he was ready to divorce Queen Elizabeth. The only reason he got his title as prince back because he was a prince in Greece. The only reason he got his title of prince back was because he was ready to divorce Queen Elizabeth. But that can't happen as she's the head of
state. Yeah.
head of state and head of the Church of England.
Yeah,
She's not allowed to be divorced.
That's fucked up.
And so
she was just stuck in it.
Yeah, so she said to him, "What will make you stay?" And he's like, "I'm sick of being outranked by my 8-year-old son." And so she made him prince.
Which is true. Well, now we have a king and queen.
Well, king and queen corset.
Yeah, she's not like obviously going to be queen.
Consort,
yeah.
sorry.
But speaking of fucking Hitler, old fucking Putin's fucking on the train again. Mad cunt.
Oh yeah, fucking threatening nuclear war.
Yeah, so he's turned the war. So now that it is officially a war now, so he can bend the economy towards the fight.
Yeah.
It's no longer a military operation, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants virtually. So he's gone and fucked Ukraine even more.
Do you know what Ukraine said to the Russian soldiers?
What?
Said you may as well get your names tattooed on your chest so that when you're sent home, your mothers can identify you.
Jesus Christ. There's been some fucking savagery out of it, I tell you that.
The fucking Ukrainians have held their own.
They've done fucking good. Like, the West has fucking obviously helped quite a lot.
Supplied them with a lot of shit.
They're not fighting for him, so they're doing pretty fucking good. Like, both sides have lost a lot of men, but it's sort of good for us because if NATO does go to shit and we have to fight, they've already destroyed the majority of their shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it makes it a bit easier for us. The only threat we've got is India and China. China's the biggest one because they're just like, we got 2 million cunts we don't give a fuck about. You know what I mean? But it's the same thing that's happened in Russia is because they're signed up when they're young to join the military. A lot of people are just legging it, just leaving. And that'd be the same with China.
Yeah.
Because their heart isn't in the war, so they just fucking leg it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, speaking of fucking Asians, North Korea, you hear that what he done today?
Oh, sent a fucking missile over
over Japan. We were talking about it.
Like, that was so irresponsible.
Yeah, and all this shit. And then we were talking about it, and then someone goes, it's pretty fucked up. Like, it went over Japan. I was like, yeah, that missile went somewhere. Where did it hit? Like, if it went over Japan, did it go in the water or where the fuck did it go?
I think it went in the fucking water.
But imagine if that landed on fucking ground. Oh.
Well, they ran air raid sirens in Japan when they saw it.
Oh, really?
People went and took shelter because the fucking missile was coming over. They seriously thought it was coming for them.
Fucking hell. I just don't know what the fucking cunt thinks when he's doing that shit.
Oh, who knows?
Yeah, it's going to happen. Someone is going to get nuked.
Oh, shit, yeah.
It's a matter of, like...
Japan has had enough of them.
Yeah, I think America made Japan have a couple of sons a bit too often there. But, yeah, that's gonna be a big day in history for, like, us as young people that haven't seen much history, really. Like, we didn't have... That. Yeah, like, we've had Afghanistan and all that shit, but we've never had, like... A world war, or like, you know, we weren't around for Chernobyl, we weren't around for fucking any of that sort of stuff. 3-Day Island we were not around for, so that'll be the big day. I don't think anyone's like launched a nuke and killed people with nukes for like since fucking Japan, have they?
Well, Japan's weren't actually a nuke, it was an atom bomb.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's not so much. It's not nuclear. It's not going to fuck the country for another 50,000 years.
I'm pretty sure it was radioactive, but it wasn't nuclear.
Yeah, well, any explosive is radioactive.
But yeah, no one's actually launched a
nuclear bomb. Yeah.
The
the trouble is, like, the explosion's crazy, and then the fucking
fallout.
The fallout's bad.
Yeah.
Like, that's what fucking fucks people up.
35 years.
Yeah,
is how long it takes for the fallout to
fucking crazy.
Cleared, yeah.
Like, if you were to drop that in Tokyo or somewhere, that leaves fucking millions of people without jobs and all sorts of shit. It'd just be fucked.
It'd leave millions of people dead.
Oh yeah, it would. Yeah, fuck yeah. But the people that escaped would, like, they can't return.
No.
So they got to go somewhere.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, it's going to be a cold war over again.
Yeah. And the trouble is we're fighting from such a big distance now. It's not like the olden days where we used to dig trenches and run at each other. You know, we're killing each other from our own countries. Like, it's fucking... That's what it's going to come down to. Like, it's going to be I bomb you, you bomb me, fucking blah, blah, blah.
And see, we're going to get caught in the middle of it because we're going to have to back England and
That's the thing.
America.
Like, if Australia gets dragged into it, where are they going to bomb?
Well, they would have to hit Melbourne or Sydney or Brisbane.
Yeah.
Because if they aim for the middle of Australia,
They're going to hit fuck all. But
we're not going to.
I wonder if they'd go for Darwin again just to like repeat of history.
Now, if Japan was on their side, probably.
I couldn't see them going for Melbourne though, because they'd have to fly a plane to get to Melbourne. There's no missile that will make it to Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
No, we don't have like if they were to launch from Korea, it won't make it to Melbourne. They don't have
if they launched from Russia, it would.
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty certain we're closer to Russia than we are.
Yeah, we're closer to Russia, but fucking I don't think it would make it because they can't even hit America yet, and that's only across the ocean.
Korea.
Yeah, Korea can't hit America.
Yeah, and that's because they haven't had years to perfect the fucking...
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If they flew over and dropped it on it, I
yeah.
could see that happening, but a long-range missile will not make it, I don't reckon.
See,
It'd be a fucked up time either way.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, I better get this fucking other beer.
Ah, yeah, you better. And, another fucked up thing. Coolio died.
Yeah. Yes. Gangster's paradise. Yeah. Poor bloke. He's 47, 57, something like that. He's pretty old.
Yeah, which was a bit of more of a surprise than the Queen to me, to be honest.
Yeah. There wasn't much of a like, you know, oh, poor bloke fucking died. It was fuck all of it. Like, you know, it was just, oh, rest in peace, Coolio, and that was it.
Yeah.
So there wasn't fucking much to talk about that, the poor bloke, but yeah, it's probably from the vaccination.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go, you conspiracy theory fuck.
But over the last few weeks, oh my god, this always fucking happens.
Bruv, can you stop spilling it on the fucking table, mate?
Over the last few weeks, the thing that has the most shocking news is the GTA 6 leak.
Yeah, dude, that cunt's getting reamed too. Did you hear?
Yeah.
The FBI's arrested him and fucking shit. Like, and that's fair because that's millions of dollars lost. Before we get into that, Blackman's Brewery, Arthur Smoked Porter. I'm not a fan of porters, never have been. I reckon they all taste the same, taste like shit. But we'll give it a go. Smoky, dark, rich, and smooth. Arthur is a classic smoked porter. For some reason, smoked beer does not go together. Canned by Blackman's Brewery in Torquay. Sheesh, only up the road. Water, malt, hops, yeast, love time in tank. No additives or preservatives. 1.6 standard drinks, and I guarantee I will not finish it. But
I actually don't mind it.
Oh god. Oh,
It all tastes like
they
iced
taste
coffee.
the same. They all taste like that, but it's not. It's not that bad. Like, again, as we've said on the podcast before, it's not a drink I'd go and grab from the shelf and be like, I'm getting a box of them cunts and I'm getting fucked up.
See, at least with the Moondog, we probably would.
I don't think I could drink a box of Moondog. I'd probably drink 4-pack and that'd do me. Like, it's a bit sweet, but like Great Northern or something, I can smash that. It's just a bit more normal. But I tell you what, I've been drinking 196s, the Japanese vodka. They taste like Lift, exactly like Lift. They don't even taste like fucking like alcohol at all. They just taste like soft drink. And they're 1.6 standard drinks in a 330ml can. They get you fucking lit as Japanese vodka. They've just perfected it. It's fucked up. But it was like down at Celebrations, a box of it for $76. I was like, fuck me, that's cheap. And like, I have like 4, and I'm like, fuck, like it's got a bit on it. They're fucking delicious. That's the only problem. So we'll probably get some of them for packs.
Yeah.
Did you see that Well, fucking before we get back into GTA, did you see that Dream released his face?
Yeah, he did a
Yeah.
whole face reveal.
I was like, fuck me, this dude, like, if you don't know who Dream is, he's like one of the biggest Minecraft streamers in the world. Just
Yeah.
absolutely massive. He's famous for like speedrunning the game and so forth. And he's always worn a mask, which is just a smiley face. And that's no one's ever known his identity. People have lived with him and so forth, but it's just been kept a secret. And then I think it was yesterday or today, he released yesterday he released his face, which doesn't seem like a big idea, but that would have just blown him up. Like, he is trending right now, so he's going to make millions from just doing that.
Yep.
Like, because him releasing his face, people will be like, holy fuck, I went to school with that guy. Or, I seen him at the supermarket the other day. They had no fucking idea. That's what I think's fucking pretty cool about it. But there's fucking not real big news, but...
Oh, that's getting bad now.
I told you.
Oh.
Porters are just, they don't do it for me.
Yeah.
But the GTA 6 leak, so a 14-year-old in the UK, I believe it was, hacked into Rockstar's private, like, sort of servers. It's sort of where everyone in the Rockstar community uploads files and they can share them and see them and view them while they're building this game. This 14-year-old's got in there and released it, and then that release, like GTA 5 made $9 billion and it cost $9 million to make.
Yeah.
So him releasing this information early, one, is bad for Rockstar because the game looks unfinished, which it is.
Yeah.
And then, bad for him because he's just fucking, hacked into something that could cost him fucking millions. Not that they're going to get it out of him, but...
They set a budget of $1 billion for GTA 6.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And
like,
by the looks of it, it looks like it's back in Vice City.
Yeah, it does look like it's back in Vice City, and the game obviously looks unfinished. But if you go back to when GTA 5 got leaked, it looked like it was built in San Andreas.
Yeah.
But now look at like GTA 5, it's fucking amazing. So, and the GTA 6 looks like it's in GTA 5. So GTA 6 is going to be fucking pretty impressive graphics.
Yeah. Well, another part did get leaked that I saw, and the character that you can create for yourself looks fucking realistic.
Yeah, and they got a female main character by the looks of it now, which is quite interesting. That's sort of me, like, are they just trying to be sort of woke and not piss people off, or are they trying to pull in more female gamers, or... which is fair. Like, if you're playing a game as if you're a female playing it, you'd rather play as a female than a male character.
Well, the two main characters are actually boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see much of it. It's sort of hard to find a video of it now.
Yeah.
Unless you go to the dark sources. But even I was trying to look it up, look up what he'd actually leaked, and I've seen a bit of gameplay footage and that, but fuck all from it. So that little cunt's going to jail for a long time probably, or he's going to get shafted, or they're going to give him a job, or I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there.
It's when it came out, it first came out, I was like, bullshit. Someone's just made a fucking...
Yeah, I just thought, just another fucking GTA leak. Yeah. And it's just GTA 5, but
Yeah. And then when it started blowing up and going, nah, this is real.
And then Rockstar come out and it said, it actually happened. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's getting made. That's the best fucking bit. It's getting made.
But it's funny talking on hacking now. It's like with what happened to Optus.
Are you with Optus?
My iPad is.
Yeah, right. Did it get hacked at all or no?
No.
Yeah, so that's been pretty bad. Like,
they're refusing to pay.
The Optus are? Or?
Yeah, the government has said you need to fix this and pay for licenses and passports to be renewed.
Fuck yeah.
And they've gone, no.
Yeah, so that's fucked. Because they were talking about fining Optus, and I was like, that's not going to help anything. Optus didn't want this to happen. It happened. So let's use that money to upgrade whatever they need to so this never happens again. Fining them is not going to fucking achieve anything. But it's just the way of thinking is a bit fucked. But if they're coming around saying they're not going to pay for people's passports, because that's what people got.
Yeah.
They took the information. And the guy said, I want $1 million, and if you don't give it to me, I'm releasing 10,000 more data.
Yep.
I was like, you cheeky little cunt. And he was only young too.
Yeah.
But the FBI actually got involved for that too. They got the FBI involved. I don't know why Optus and FBI and Australia are linked, but
I think
it's just the
cyber-
intelligence agency of it. Yeah,
I think their cyber crimes unit's pretty fucking
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got involved and they've arrested him now, which is he'll get fucked for that. But yeah, Optus should be paying for it. But on that topic, Courtney, his phone is with Southern Phone or something like that, but they use Optus towers, so it must be like Optus account sort of thing. Anyway, she signed me up for Scientology just to be a fucking dickhead. So I'm getting all these emails for Scientology and shit. And I said to her, I'm like, I'm going to get you back, you know that, like I'm going to sign you up for something fucked. Anyway, the next day she sends me a message. She's like, is this you? And she got a message, hey Courtney, just confirming your reservation at the Hilton Hotel for 2 or 3 nights for the cost of $2,800. And I was like, no, that's not me. Like, I'm all for a joke, but I wouldn't go book $2,500 or $2,800 on your card. And then she's like, fuck, I better ring him. And yeah, someone had actually made a booking under her name to stay at the hotel. And I was like, fuck, that's crazy. I'm like, the poor cunt would have got there and fucking they wouldn't have let him go because the card would have got denied. But I just thought that was fucked. Someone must have got her information. So lucky she doesn't have a passport, I guess. But you could do a lot with a passport information.
But they even used IDs, like driver's licenses, to access Medicare cards.
Oh, yeah.
And released information of Medicare cards. People were getting fucking bills from Medicare because people were fucking going in and like...
Yeah, because they get reimbursed for it.
Raking shit up. And then,
fuck.
So like that was another thing that Optus is refusing to...
Yeah, see, that's a bit dog. I was on Optus side, but if they're refusing to pay cunts, that's a bit dog.
I think they agreed to pay for passports and driver's licenses. But when it came to the Medicare side of things, they said no.
Yeah.
And I think they were like, you shouldn't have had your ID linked to your Medicare. And then...
You have to.
And the government's like, you have to prove that you have Medicare.
And you're Australian. Like, fucking hell.
And the government's like, we're not the ones that got fucking hacked. You guys were.
Yeah.
This is your responsibility. You should have had better cyber security.
Exactly right. And it's funny, like, a couple of days after the press released all that, I get a email from Telstra, we're upgrading your security, don't worry. I was like, you cunts are like, oh, fuck, that was close. We better fix that up. So they're fucking, they'll be on top of theirs. So Telstra's probably pretty lucky because they'll be spending millions on it now trying to fucking fix it up. But, But on the fucking whole internet saga, Elon Musk's internet, the fucking Starlink, it's doing fucking crazy in Australia right now.
Is it?
Yeah, so people in this town I seen on A Current Affair, they don't have any phone reception or any fucking like internet. So they have to UHF to like 3 different houses so that someone can make a call for someone. So they've got this Starlink now in the middle of buttfuck nowhere and it works unreal.
Yeah.
It just costs them a bit. Like it's like $800 to set it up and $130 a month. But this comes from a fucking different fucking country is set up internet that is better than the NBN that we have from our own fucking government.
Yep.
It's fucked. It's just like, why do we not have people this smart that want to actually do shit?
Because the government doesn't want to pay for it.
Like, it's fucked. He is back in America making money off us.
Making billions.
Yeah, off us. Like, fucking hell. It's just a missed opportunity. They fucked up by putting copper in. Then they had to pull the copper out and put fibre in. And it's just fucking stupid. Like, he's a bit of a cunt in, like, some respects. But in a lot, he's smart and he does shit for the people.
Yep.
But he also, like, does a lot not for the people. Like, he's building solar farms in Australia and stuff like that people are hating. Which is understandable. Like, if your solar farm's going up at your house, it doesn't make your bills or anything cheaper. But you've got to deal with it. So it's sort of a bit shit in that way. But he did release a new robot. Did you see the humanoid robot?
No.
So it's called Optimus. And it's just an actual, like, walking robot. and it's walking around the office and like fucking watering plants and shit for people and stuff like that. But in the office, it's got like a support cable that holds it up because they're worried about it falling over. But it comes out and like waves and walks out and fucking like they pick it up and it's like doing these ones like waving its arms and legs and shit around. But yeah, it can like pick up shit, water plants, and it's literally looks like something out of iRobot.
Fuck it out.
So and you can buy one for a cost of $35,000 American dollars. Pretty cheap.
Yeah, pretty cheap.
I thought the same. I was like, 35 grand, fuck, I should pre-order one of them. I was like, oh, wait, that's American, so it'd be like fucking 70 grand or something over here.
Yeah,
But that's fucking cheap. 35 grand for a fucking robot that, like, it does a lot of shit, but that's fucking cool. Imagine having your own robot cut for the price of a car loan.
Yeah, fucking hell. Well, I had a couple of other things, both involving soccer.
Ugh, that was fucked.
We'll start with the A-League one, all right? So, the A-League match, so it was, for Australia's Australia Cup final, the Welcome to Country happened. And so, like, everyone's been kicking the stink that they're starting to do Welcome to Country for the Indigenous people at the start of games in Australia.
Yeah.
Which I just think you're fucking stupid for complaining about that.
Yeah.
Like, it takes fucking 5 seconds.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
And it's
give them a public holiday, I reckon.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking, I don't give a fuck. Yeah?
Exactly. And, like, it just gives them a little bit of respect for them to even have, major sporting events, them to be able to do a welcome to country and thank the ancestors for whose land we are upon.
Yeah,
and blah, blah, blah.
Shit, yeah.
So while this was happening, they were fucking booing him.
Yeah, right.
And then...
This is it. Here in Australia.
Here in Australia. And then a lot of the fans were throwing up Nazi salutes.
Jesus Christ.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
And
I've
got the news article here. So Football Australia say 8 fans were thrown out of Saturday's Australian Cup final, which was overshadowed by a section of Sydney United 58 fans chanting songs with fascist links. A section of fans from United, formerly known as Sydney, Croatia, sang Zadom Spremi for Homeland Ready, a chant used by the far-right movement in the 1930s and 40s. One banner unveiled at Commonwealth Stadium bore a striking resemblance to the flag of Nazi Germany. Largely red, it contained a white circle in the middle with EP. So it wasn't a full fucking Nazi flag.
No, so they were like, we can get done for this, but we'll make it out as if it is, yeah.
But, so, and then, they were throwing up Nazi salutes and everything.
Fuck, I didn't hear about it.
During the welcome.
It's pretty fucked. I just let them do their fucking thing. Fucking hell.
It's just fucking disrespectful.
You know who shouldn't do their fucking thing? I'll tell you that. And this is going to stir some fucking feathers. AFLW. AFLW should not be on fucking TV. That shit is fucking boring. Let them play their sport, but fuck me. Once it's better, let them fucking televise it.
And this is another
6 points to fucking 1 in a full game. That's fucking garbage.
Yes, and this is one thing that was brought up on the fucking project because of sports. Had an opinion piece where he said
he used his platform and basically said what I said. Yeah,
and just said it shouldn't be like that.
No,
and it shouldn't be.
But the thing is, like, if you went to an AFL seniors game, a males game, and that happened. You'd never fucking go. You wouldn't buy another fucking ticket. There'd be uproar about it.
If that happened, if they were fucking 3/4 time and it was 6 points to 1 point, the stadium would be empty.
Yeah, it'd just be fucked. And
everyone was going, this was a fucking waste of time. I didn't even get a beer.
Yeah, and the crowds aren't there. They're that fucking that fucking bloke. What's his name? Mead or whatever the fuck he is. He's
Waleed.
Waleed, yeah. He's a fuckhead. He's like, oh, there's heaps of crowds there. No, they're not. They're
No.
not. If you're not compared to an AFL game,
They get, I think, on average 3,000 people,
that's not enough to keep a big
No.
stadium open.
especially in a stadium that holds 100,000.
Yeah, it's
It looks like
keep
there's
it.
3 people.
Yeah,
there.
that's right. Keeping the MCG open on 3,000 people just would not work.
And fucking like,
I'm not saying stop them from playing.
Oh no,
Let them play and
but
let people go.
Skill needs to be better, and it was the same with our Matildas, our female soccer team. They were going on about how they should be paid just as much as the men's Australian soccer team, and it's a joke that they're underpaid and blah blah blah. And then they played a group of 15-year-old males from America and lost 12-0.
Yeah. If their skill set's similar, it doesn't have to be the same, but a higher scorecard, fine, let them go. But
You know what's
it's fucking boring to watch on TV.
you know what's one sport I prefer women's over men's?
What?
Cricket.
Yeah, right.
Women's cricket, they're fucking talented, and they should be televised.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there is sport that women do that smash men, but it's just football is just not one of them right now.
No.
And it might get better as the time goes on, but they've rushed teams. They've rushed to fill teams.
Yeah, and half the footballers also play soccer, cricket, and tennis.
Yeah. Like that chick that played for, was it Essendon or something? Picked up the ball, ran directly in front of the goal and kicked the point. Like, if that happened in an AFL game, that cunt wouldn't be playing the next week.
You would miss it, and you would just walk straight to the bench.
Yeah, legit. Like, it's...
the crowd would just be going, "You're a fucking shit cunt."
And he would not play the next week. There's not a chance that he'd be fucking playing the following week.
No.
So, it's fucked.
Yeah, look, we might get the whole fucking, oh, you're misogynistic, you're sexist.
It's not, because
It's the
I
same.
want them to play. They should be
It's-
allowed to play.
And it's the same, and you can ask fucking Americans about this. It's the same with NBA, women's NBA.
Yeah, it's just not as good as men's
It's
NBA.
not. And the problem is, men have been playing this for centuries.
Yeah.
Have been playing these sports for centuries.
That's what I mean. Eventually, it will get to a good skill set, but the teams are too new and too rushed that they don't have the quality there.
And like
the skills.
When Australian rules first started, you can almost guarantee that the men were playing like they might have only scored 1 goal or something.
Yeah, well, like fucking Pete said, he's like, 1885, there was the same score. It's like, you're going back fucking a long time now, like fucking hell.
Yeah.
But I get what he's saying. Like, it took a long time to get to where they are, which is fine. But it just at the moment should not be televised.
And it was the same with back when it was VFA, because it was mainly in Victoria before it became Australian rules. Back in VFA, it wasn't, well, there was no television and stuff like that, but it wasn't televised until, broadcasted until the early 1900s, where there was more teams, a lot more skill.
Yeah.
And
like fucking my grandfather played for Carlton in 1953, and he still had to have a job. He went to training twice a week, and then played AFL, and then still had to work a day like a normal job, which is what they should be doing.
Yep.
In my opinion, you should be paid good money to play the footy, but you should have a job as well, because a lot of them are leaving at the end of their career, and they're like, "What the fuck do we do?" Like, a lot of them join onto TV and that, and they get confused. But fucking, like Dustin Martin's not going to join fucking, the footy team, like a commentator's role. He hates the media.
Exactly, and that, at the moment, it shouldn't be televised at this point in time.
Yeah.
Their skill set needs to be a hell of a lot better before they can start trying to get sponsorship revenue and game time, and like that's why they play in the fucking.
Lift your mic up. Yeah, it's better.
That's why they play in the spring to summertime.
Yeah.
Because
But why not be an opener to a male's game?
it could be.
Like, that's the way I'd have it.
Yeah.
Just play before the male's game. Or after a male's game, if that makes them even happier.
Yeah.
So they've got more of a crowd, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But to play after a game, I feel like the skill set needs to be a lot better to get people to hang around. Because I know if I was like, yeah, I'll hang around, watch AFLW, and then it's 1 point to 6 at second quarter, you'd just be like, fuck that, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, it's just shit. But you can go on for fucking ages about it, but we've already fucking dragged on for about an hour.
Yeah, well, I do just have one last thing to fucking bring up, and it's the fucking stampede caused by...
That was fucked. 200 people.
So they've revised the death toll.
Yep.
It's not as bad as they thought.
Right.
So it's down to 125 now. Which
Still a lot of
if you
people.
don't know the story, at least I'll just read the articles. It'll just be easier. At least 125 people have died in the stampede after tear gas fired by police sparked panic among fans
And that's
rioting.
what did it.
Yep.
It's tear gas. Like,
So the fans were rioting, but they weren't like stampeding.
no
or
cunt
anything.
was dead. Yeah.
And the Indonesian police decided to fire tear gas to stop the rioting, which is banned by FIFA.
Yeah, right.
Tear gas is not to be used at venues under like FIFA's banner. So
Yeah.
anything to do with soccer, basically.
Yeah.
So now the police are in fucking
Oh, that'd be in
shit
shit. Yeah.
because
Everyone bottlenecked to the exits and people were getting trampled, and that's
Yep.
how they died. But, like, yeah, they were riding and stuff, but to shoot tear gas, like, they'll be under, like, was that the right call and blah, blah, blah. But probably over there, they won't really give a fuck.
No, and like so yeah, there's 300 people injured and 125 dead.
Fuck.
So and it's all because the cops fired fucking tear gas.
That's pretty crazy. Imagine, like, being on an ambulance or a paramedic and, like, you could not deal with that
Nah.
many cunts. Like, it'd just be fucked. Like, you'd just be dragging the dead people and sitting them aside. Like, you know, they're already dead or whatever. Like,
Yep.
it'd be fucked.
Yep. Yeah. So that's basically all I've had tonight.
Yeah, we've fucking dragged on for a bit.
We-
PAX is this weekend, so we'll be doing fucking, as we said, doing a few episodes up there.
And we're still trying to decide what we're going to be doing, whether we're going to be doing a full-length podcast. We haven't really talked much into it, or if we're going to do like half a podcast and then add interviews into people and make it sort of like a interview type podcast.
Yeah.
But we'll be doing it this week. Obviously, the episode will have to be edited, so it won't be coming out on PAX weekend because we'll be too fucked.
Yeah, I'm going to be fucking blind.
To do that. But as I said at the start, if you've got any fucked up questions or anything you want us to ask people at PAX, send it in to the Bogan Yack podcast Twitter. Just DM us. Twitter, fucking Instagram. Just DM us and we'll filter through them on the day and we'll start asking people. Now, hopefully those fucking lapel mics come.
Hopefully, yeah.
If not, worst case scenario, these should plug straight into the camera.
Yeah, right,
so
true.
we can use it
Yeah.
to interview people. But unless you got anything else,
Nah, I'm pretty good. So we'll see you next week with some PAX information.
alrighty,
Bye.
bye.